Hello and welcome to part 24 of my Crusader Kings, the Old Gods gameplay. Today we're basically going to stay quiet, probably end up in a war with Seljuk and the Byzantines. Byzantines for these two counties and the Seljuks for the remainder of the Hungary. Other than that, we will be planning to try and take Germany in a Great Holy War. 4 years remaining until we can call it, I believe, so I'm actually just going to go ahead, place my troops, do some raiding, raid them a little bit in the meantime. Try to weaken them so the war will actually go smooth, and that actually advice I'd give pretty much for everyone. If you are a Viking, you have the possibility to raid and is planning to actually attack one, just raid them a bit in the beginning and try to take down their armies then, because you will get possible to pick down these 2,000 men, these 2,000 men, these 1,000 and stuff like that. So it could be advantage to simply raid, pick down the armies you can and run from the armies you can't take, and then take down your enemy even if he's stronger than you. Should be possible by using hit and run tactics basically. And the positive thing is you won't be wasting war score on hit and run, and if a hit and run fails it won't have any consequences, because in a hit and run you will have to still siege to not lose, but still there'll be less troops for one of the cons though with doing a raid and hit and run before the war is basically that you will have less troops to go for the war score. But if you have a couple of groups like this one and this one, it doesn't really matter. These guys can siege pretty well themselves, so I don't really have any worries. And with that, I'll just go ahead and play and see how things turn out. This is kind of surprised. It's actually declared a liberation revolt for Sweden because of the Swedish culture, and that's actually just plain annoying, seeing as I united Scandinavia, and because of that there shouldn't really have been any split whatsoever in culture, so it's a bit annoying that I actually have to deal with it. So perhaps they'll change it in the future, I don't know. Still, I will just take another 50 years or so, and I believe that they can no longer turn Swedish or anything. Once that happens, I will go tyrant and probably take an old guy, take their titles, make sure that someone's plotting against me. Hopefully I will have a ruler with that has pretty low intrigue by then, and hopefully I can make them take me down without too much trouble. But as you can see, these liberation revolts aren't actually anything I have to worry about. It's over just like that, and basically it's not a problem at all. It would be a bit more scary, the liberation revolts, if the rulers got the opportunity to actually join in. Let's say that there is a Swedish liberation revolt, and the rulers with the Swedish culture actually got an option if they wanted to try and break free of the liege and thus become known as traitors, or if they want to stay with the liege and fight off the invaders. It could make a fun mechanic, and could probably in the end perhaps make independence revolts happen more often, but happen at a smaller scale, which would probably make creating a larger empire more beneficial than trying to steadily increase my empire like I've done. So could get interesting to see how that mechanic probably will get changed by time. Right now it's fine, they don't rise that often, but still it's kind of annoying that that the people that are actually part of my de jure empire actually will have independence revolt simply because the culture is forcibly changed. So yeah, that's another reason why I'm also trying to have as many Norse catches as possible. It's the only thing that makes sense. I could have changed to Norwegian simply because it would be what would be today's culture, but still it wouldn't be beneficial at all in the long term, because I would have to change so many counts, dukes, mayors, bishops, or seers as it is, I believe, goodies, if I remember correctly. So it would take forever and it wouldn't really be that beneficial to me. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and walk the line I have now, wait 50 more years and then revert everyone back to Norse. So that's the plan on the culture side of things, at least. On religion, it's way easier. Everyone, everywhere will be Norse in the end, hopefully. So yeah, that's more or less the goal for this playthrough. As you can see, I'm earning a lot of money simply by raiding. I've been talking to you for a while now on raiding at the same time. I lose a little bit on, you can see my finances. Raiding isn't actually taken into account. I'm supposed to go in minus, but thanks to raiding, I really am earning a lot of money. A couple of thousand at least every year. So it would be nice if they actually could have added ratings, how much you actually have rated in these, so I don't have to manually calculate it if I ever want to know. So yeah, that would actually be nice if they actually added that. Aquitaine is still handing more and more under our control. They have created a bridge now, it seems, so that's good. Leon is still taking control over Hispania, so that's also good. It could be interesting to see how things develops in the end. And we are closing in on the Great Holy War for Germany, so I'll just skip until then. I just spent some money on a couple of universities. I'll probably spend money on that for now, and as of now I can actually upgrade my holdings. All of these, other than the two that are actually upgrading, are fully upgraded, so I can't really add anything to them. We'll go with castle infrastructure for the added troops, and improved keeps probably afterwards. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go with improved keeps, castle infrastructure. I'll probably go with castle infrastructure for 2 points, then 1 point for improved keeps. Town infrastructure and church infrastructure aren't really something I want to focus on right now, so we'll go with that. Also, while I'm at it, I will upgrade my light archers a little bit. Or, it's basically my archers I'm upgrading. And I will keep waiting for legalism here, because as you can see I'm 8 of 8 now, I was 7. So unless my emperors actually have 7 or 8 in stewardship or a good wife, they will need to actually upgrade their stewardship, or I'll have to give out the holding. I really don't want to arrange a divorce either, because I could end up in trouble, as if she is actually family and the marriage was before I actually became him, so that's a little troublesome. But as I said, I will now try and go on to the Holy War, and we'll take it from there. This is, I have both good and bad news. It would seem that my guys actually done a prepared invasion of Africa, of all things, so they will probably end up taking all of this. And I believe I now can declare a Great Holy War, so let's just go ahead and do that. A Great Holy War for Germany. We will take pretty much everything, I believe, so we'll just go ahead. Great Holy War for Germany. The mighty Fylkir Alfgeir I has decided that it's time to teach King Augustus I of Germany and the believers in dead crucified God another lesson in humility. All free Norsemen are invited to partake in the scoring of the Kingdom of Germany. Thor is with us. For Thor. Yeah, so we'll basically just siege everything and kill everything, and try and take the empire without, the Kingdom of Germany without too many troubles, and I don't really see this should be that difficult. I've been sieging, so their defenses aren't that good, or sieging, raiding, and I have troops basically everywhere now. I have 45,000 men in retinues, and this guy is apparently going on this little quest on his own. Could be fun to see where he end up. Most of them actually go up against the Shias in between the Byzantines and the Arabian Empire, so that's interesting to know actually. And I also believe, as I said, that there won't be anyone joining in this war simply because where the hell? Oh, down here. Yeah. So I'll probably have to deal with things like this and a few other things too, so I'll just let those gain some morale, then I'll send them to attack. The Norse Great War, yeah, it's just me, basically, because every other Norse ruler is under my command. These guys decided to try and defend them, but as you can see, this war is lost. They don't have many troops. I have 45,000 retinue troops running around in their countryside. doing whatever they want. So yeah. Also, I'm educating my son. If he actually got kind now, I would be happy. I don't know if he has, so I'll check after sieging that one. There we go, 42%. Haven't really done much. Going to try and move out against those guys. And I want to see if he got kind. Yeah, he got kind. He's actually starting to work out pretty good. If he hadn't gotten proud, I would have been more happy. So yeah, this kid, depending on how he what education he gets, could probably be the next Emperor of Scandinavia, if lucky. Right now it's actually this guy, who isn't a bad choice in his own right. He'll probably be the next one. He's young, this guy's old, so yeah, he'll probably be the next. And considering his traits and skills, he shouldn't probably have any trouble actually ruling without an independence revolt, and that's what I'll be aiming for, basically. Also seen that the Germans just lost most of their troops, 10,000 versus our 3.5, and with that, I basically would say it's a game over for the Germans. I just need to siege a couple of more counties, and it's basically game over already. You can see it, and there we won. The Grand War, the Grand Holy War, didn't really take that long. Won within the first 6 months. So yeah, should probably get a little less for the occupation, 4, 5, 6, even 8% there. I haven't really taken, I've probably taken 1/5, 1/6 perhaps of the country, and still I'm winning, so can't really complain about that. But still, war score is poorly calculated in sometimes. I really should have stopped recording before, stop the recording before I did that, because my computer is slow, so it takes half an hour to actually give the titles away. It's a successful Great Holy War for Germany. Theodorus granted Fulkir Algeir the first victory in the Great Holy War for Germany against King Augustine I of Germany. Fulkir abdicated the first call for a month of celebration across the whole pagan world. Praise Tyr. I don't really know what he has left. He has these counties here, so it's actually good because I didn't get the crown. I didn't want the crown, so I would have had to destroy it anyway. So what I'll do now is actually just take a little breather and redistribute the lands. Probably declare holy war against Lotharingia and West Francia. Try and take everything here down to Italy, simply because my guys have already begun, and it could be interesting to see how this works out. Also seeing that they have won the African campaign, so yeah, we have a Scandinavian Africa down here now, and these guys will probably be a pain to deal with. Yeah, luckily this guy's problem for now, but who knows, perhaps they will probably be even worse to deal with later, so I'll have to see what I'll do with them. Probably have to revoke the Lesser Poland title and raise crown authority, and then just revoke all along the line, or even actually grant independence to these guys. Take Lesser Poland, simply grant them independence. I'll have to see how I'll deal with that, but for now I'll have to hand out the titles. Host just actually wanted me to help them take Anjou, and since he actually was family, I agree, I will help him to take it. And I've just created the duchies and handed them out. A few is missing, Swabia among others, and what I'm actually planning to do now will probably be to take Luxembourg here from Lotharingia, along with taking Luxembourg here as soon as I get the chance later. West Francia, I'll probably declare a holy war for Valois, and I'll simply now be taking everything down to the Italian border, and I still don't know what I'll do with the African Scandinavian subcontinent, so to speak, or sub-empire. I don't know what to call it really. They ended up down there without me planning, so it's been a long while since I've seen here, and as you can see, things are actually going all the way everywhere. The Shia Khalif is in Arabia now. They have actually started to take some lands, and they still only matter here, it seems. Or is it just I that pressed oh, it was just on borders. I actually thought they owned all of this. Sorry. They're still just here. Been bit of surprise that the Byzantines haven't actually done anything to try and take them down. And basically the Seljuks too, they're actually like a horde, and they're not really pushing down to where they actually should belong. Actually, King of Perm, he's Sumenusko, so it could be interesting. But as said, the Seljuks, it's interesting. Historically, I believe they belonged in this area. They're a bit too far north for that, so it'll probably be a patch later on. But as you can see, Leon is still just picking off of everything that falls from the Rutbadid and the Arabian Empire. And we'll basically do the same here. We'll pick down these 2-3 small kingdoms and keep picking on them until we can declare the next holy war for Italy. And I'll have to see what I'll do, if I'll declare a holy war against these guys, or if I'll a great holy war, sorry, or if I'll wait and see if Leon actually manages to take all of the lands here. But then the problem is, who should I declare a great holy war against? Probably the Byzantine for the remainder of Greece if they don't take it. I'll have to see. Maybe Ruthenia or Rus. I'm unsure if I want to push the border to fight the Muslims even further. I also have to wonder about Perm. I don't want to take it all. If I push for Ruthenia or Rus, I actually want to make this the line, as it is easily defensible, since it's just 2 provinces they can pass by. But we'll have to see. The Bulgarians are going down very fast, just 26 years now, so they will soon start joining up with our empire. Bavaria is already 35 years on its way. Bohemia 40. The Poland 58, 78. And these guys are now 91, so 9 more years. You just have to hang on a little bit longer, and our empire will be growing quite quickly now, or the Jura Empire, that is. And only 50 years now until I can start to counteract the Swedish, Norse, Norwegian, and Danish cultures. So that's that. I'll just keep playing for now, and hopefully I'll end this, and I'll probably declare a holy war against these guys, and probably just waiting for these two to get into position. Then I'll declare war for these 2 counties against the Byzantines, along with continuing Hungary here, so much more to look forward to. As you can see, I more or less won the war for him. He is currently the chief of Anjou. Should like me quite a lot. On an alliance, I won the war for him, so yeah. Still, this was actually my main goal. I believe that he would join me if I actually helped him. He's actually known as the conqueror of the one county, so that's kind of interesting. Is there... yeah. This guy actually still has his host, it seems, so that should probably disappear soon enough. And the county won't be inherited outside, I believe, so yeah, that's that. And still, West France is my next target, along with the Byzantines. I'll actually declare war on these guys right now. My armies are in position, so it doesn't really matter. A holy war for... let's see here. Is it just I that forgot the name of these two? It's Dalmatia. Yeah, I forgot the name. I thought it was named something else. Let's see. There it is. Holy War. And these guys will be sieging. These guys will basically be going to Thrace and try to cut off armies and see what I find. If it's just a short war as last time, it will not take more than a few months, but we'll have to see. Yeah, as you can see, it didn't really take that long for him to actually just give up, so that's nice. It's over. I'm a little bit worried though. Everything everywhere has risen, so I'm wondering what they are currently fighting. Just a revolt, it seems. It must be something else. Let's see. Yeah, Lithuanian Holy War for Smolensk. Let's see where it is. It's basically fulfilling what they've already taken up here, so can't really complain about that. Shouldn't really matter much. And I'll just hand out the counties, but before I do that, I'll just go ahead and declare war on these guys. The Holy War for Valois. And it should be finished quite quickly, actually. And also I'll deal with the revolt, then I'll get back to you. I actually decided to just go ahead and declare war on these guys, and even though they have a big army up here. So I should probably deal with this, and yeah, we'll wait until that army either splits up or moves inland, so that I'll actually have time to move my troops into position. These guys are actually doing quite well. They just sieged Paris, 68 war score for it, so not bad, not bad. Should probably be enough to end the war. Yeah, I don't get why everywhere is raising up. It probably has something to do with me holding a bit of land that aren't the German, I guess. I don't really know, because I just had 3 uprisings, as you can see, right after each other. With after I took Germany, so probably something along those lines. I don't know. The Frenchies decide to give up. There's still a calling family that actually rules West Francia, which is kind of funny. This guy, House Calling, still has plenty of members too. Prestige of 3008. My guys have a prestige of 8002, and that comes mostly from duchies and counties, because they hold a lot of them. So I'll just hand out these 2 new counties to my friends, so to speak, family, I guess, and I'll place these guys ready to try and take Luxembourg from them. And I'll have to deal with revolts. Then I'll declare Holy War for Luxembourg and Seljuk, either Transylvania or Thames. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, so I'll just declare war on this guy now for Luxembourg. And yeah, where do I have my guys raised? Yeah, okay, these guys. And apparently they are losing. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's too bad, sorry. I actually had a revolt in Venice, of all places, and that is kind of hilarious. So it seems, simply judging from how many revolts I had lately, that the number of provinces that aren't in the Jur Empire, or total provinces probably, or ratio culture, gives a heightened risk of revolts, because I've had 4 fire now rising straight after each other in less than 2 years. It haven't nearly been that intensive before, so I really don't know what's going on, and I'll upgrade my barracks. But still, well, I'm a little bit confused. I'll have to figure it out, and then try to deal with it. Now that I've declared a war, I will raise these guys, have them stand here, and gain a little morale. Then we'll use them to attack, and we'll see how this war also goes. As you can see, even defense retinues are quite effective when it comes to battle. They were outnumbered, but still 11,000 to 4. They're not as good as heavy infantry, but still doing a good job. And it was enough to get this guy to actually give up, so we'll just go ahead. There we go. Holy War over. Holy War has been won, and this guy is actually free, so yeah, I still have some Levi's. I was chasing out some other wars. I'll probably declare a conquest war against his little county, and how... Yeah, that's probably have to wait for the next episode when I think about it. Next episode we will deal with this little rascal here who keeps running around everywhere, just being annoying. We will probably attack the Seljuks, try to take all of Hungary as fast as possible. My guys will probably annoy me by taking even more of the steppes into Russia and so forth. We'll also try to take Burgundy, Lotharingia, West Francia, and these counties here. Also cut off Italy here, so they hold no more than their Jura lands. Probably the next target of the Great Holy War. We'll see if Leon actually is capable of progressing, taking Hispania back, and if my African guys actually will take more of Africa. So that's probably what will happen next episode. So I want to thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, criticism, praise, anything really, you know the drill. And I'll see you soon. Bye.